for joining me. You are watching Griffinscope Tarot, the home of learning tarot without textbooks. So I've got a couple of tips for you today. Before I go into those, it was quite interesting with Emma's feedback yesterday from her career tarot reading. It seemed to reflect back to her things that she was kind of maybe sublimating, pushing down, not wanting to look at. So success was all around, getting things going, getting things aligned. So that was nice to get the feedback. You don't always get the feedback. And like I said, a friend's reading is a very different thing than an actual client's reading. But it's good to kind of test these things out. Okay. Today we're learning about relationships in the tarot. So I'm just going to put the Page of Cups out there. So the Page of Cups would represent, say, in a relationship, if you were wanting to inquire how a relationship was going to go. What I've noticed very strongly throughout the years is that when you see a page go, perhaps it might leap straight away from a page to a queen, or perhaps a page through a knight to a queen. That would suggest that relationship's going well. It's going to increase in its value, in its capacity to please, if you will. So what about if it was the other way round? Say if you had a King of Cups and the next card was perhaps the page, or, a few cards round in the reading. So that would be somebody who was decreasing in value to the querent. They've gone from a king, they're now a page. They're not quite so they're not quite so attractive, shall we say, in that person's eyes. So that's one thing to notice, how the relationships are panning out. Even in your 3-4 card day readings, you can still pick up a sense of these things. Now, when we were talking about the pip cards and how they relate to the numbers of the major cards, we looked at the Hierophant. There, number 5. The 5s always bring conflict and challenge. Now then, say if you had the Hierophant in a reading, and then say you get a 5, and then you get the 5 of Pentacles. So you can see very clearly, like I was saying before, how that energy is trickling down into that particular area. Say if you had the 5 of Wands appear, as you're going through the spread, and then you come to the Hierophant. That would suggest that energy is really, really amping up. You're going from a pip card to an actual major. This is like concentrated 100 times in comparison with the 5. It's an all-encompassing kind of an energy of the Hierophant that goes with that. So I want you to do some practice spreads, okay, and try and get up to 4 cards now. So we started off with 2 cards for a day reading. Let's go to 4 and notice what the relationships are. Notice if there's any 5s, where the conflict is. It's going to show up for you, and let me know how you get on. All right then, I'll see you on the next one for the next couple of tips. See you in a bit.